Yo, Micks Mowers and my man here. Hope you're all doing well. Just literally got back from a dog walk and I wanted to test a lawnmower that I've just finished rebuilding the gearbox on. Now it's a Honda Lawnflight 553 Pro, which is the similar ones to the Kaz's and the Dunelms and the Cobra style machines. Professional style machine. I picked up about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, and got it off of a landscaper. And from what I remember, when I picked up, it was all running, but the driver packed up on it. And he said he had it from new, and just been sat in the back of the shed since last year and a half or so. So I had a friend of mine. He bought in this one here. Which is called a SARP lawnmower, of which the drive had gone on that one. So I removed the roller out of that one, because that's his as well. That one, the engine's gone, the engine's smoking, has had it. So I've taken the roller out of that and put the new roller that was in there, because that gearbox I actually fully rebuilt about a year ago. So that's now inside there, and that's now working fine as it is. You can come pick it up tomorrow. So I thought, well, I've got the spare parts in the shed. Why don't I take the gearbox out of the other one, fully strip it down, rebuild it, and go from there. So that's what I've done. So today, I want to just test to see if the drive's now fixed on this one, because it wasn't working beforehand. So let me just get my old camera set up. I'll go and get the mower out of the shed. Beautiful day down here on the south coast, I know that. Let's make sure my mic is working. Didn't check my mic before I even did the video. Yeah, it is. I thought I would just test that, because I've got 2 or 3 of these. I've got another one here waiting to be done. That's another one. Now they're not that hard to do. They're just a little bit time consuming, to say the least. They can be pickles, but as long as you're patient and a bit thorough with it, then it's perfectly doable. So let me just unlock my shed, let's make a bit of room. So I've got a chainsaw I want to get on with today whilst the weather's nice. I've got Riley boy home from school. He's not had a good day today, so he's home. He's just settling down because he had a bit of a bad day, so that's okay. He's upstairs just chilling out. He might come down in a bit, but we shall see. So anyway, let me just get this this one off the bench. Now this is a Lawnflight 55 Pro, as I say. Now it is very similar to the Kaz's. In fact, they're pretty much the same. I know one thing: they are heavy. So let's get off the old stand. I had to drop the stand to get them off. I've got all the grass bag for it, all that sort of good, yummy stuff. So on this machine, apart from it having the gearbox fully refurbished, I've also put a new spark plug in it. It's waiting for an air filter. That's coming. It should be here in the next day or two. And it's had oil change, blade sharpener and balance. In the gearbox itself, it's had a new clutch fork, a new clutch, a new main gear, and a new pinion gear that's been put in there as well. And the gearboxes on these, they're all metal, and they sit just inside here. It does involve taking the roller out. Now I have actually got videos on my channel already, 2 or 3 videos on how to do this. One was actually a fail because the gearbox actually broke trying to undo it. That is a problem. Because they are a serviceable part, they don't always get serviced. That's a problem. Because taking the roller out and taking the roller apart to service the whole gearbox is a bit of a do. But they cost around about, for a brand new gearbox, if you're just to buy a new gearbox, they're about 350, nearly 450 quid now, just for a new gearbox. But you can still get all the parts for them and the parts that cost you, if you were to do like a 3/4 build where you're doing a new clutch, new main gear, pinion gear and clutch fork, you can probably redo the entire gearbox for around about £140 if you just put a new clutch in, because if it's generally the clutch that gives way on these, then you can get a new clutch for about 40 quid, and it is generally the clutch. But I did see a little bit of wear on the top of the main gear where the old clutch had been wearing, and a little bit of wear on the pinion gear, so I thought, well, I don't want to just do a half job, I'd rather do the whole lot. And then what I've done, once I rebuilt the entire clutch, is I then made my own oil grease up. Now they say you're supposed to oil these, but I do find it better if you grease them. Now what I do is I get some high temperature grease and then I mix that 50-50 part with EP90 gear oil, mix it up so it's like a runny grease. That way in the winter it won't go solid, and it just tends to have a much harder wearing circumstance on the actual gearbox itself. Just by putting oil in there, I don't think that's enough, because this is metal to metal contact, so to have the grease in there does help. So now that I have rebuilt the gearbox, I know the gearbox now works. So when I engage the drive and pull the machine back, the mower will lock, much the same as it does on standard mower to test the drive. Engage the drive and it locks off. With the other one I had before, it didn't do that. The other symptoms you can have on these is if your drive is starting to go on these Pros. And these are the same for the Honda 553s, the Lawnflights, the Kazs, all that sort of stuff. If you've got one of these rotor clutch roller drive mowers, when you engage the drive, if you get a little bit of juddering just before the drive kicks in, that's a sign the clutch is slipping. Or if you engage the drive, pick the back of the mower up and then put it down again and it goes off with no problem, that is a sign that your gearbox is in need of repair, and it is generally just the clutch that needs doing. Just make sure you get the right clutch, because some have got splines and some have just got like angles on them, so make sure you get the right one. But it took me around about, to take the gearbox out of this one, put it back in, it's about 2 hours labour, give or take, in time. So this machine, as I say, hasn't been fired up, turn the fuel on, for about 1.5 years. Now it was winterised and all that sort of good stuff. Where's my dog? There's my Pip. Come here, Pip, good girl. Here, Pip. Here. It was winterised and all put away as it should be. But of course, you know, with the fuel that we've got, you have to go a bit careful with the ethanol. But I haven't yet fired it up. I'm going to fire it up, and I want to test the drive, test the rotor clutch, make sure that's all working as it should do. So let's just check the fuel one more time. So yeah, as I say, new spark plug, new, could do with just a touch more fuel in there. New spark plug, new air filter's coming, should be here today or tomorrow. I ordered it yesterday. All changed, blade sharpener balanced, the bearings are all fine, because there are some bearings to do both inside the gearbox, which are roller bearings, and standard bearings on the outside of the rollers, but they're all fine, they didn't need doing. There's also a bearing on the main rotor clutch. Again, that was fine last time I fired it up. But just make sure that if you are doing these, if it needs a bearings doing, whilst you've got it apart, it always pays to do them. So just put a bit of love juice in there, just to bring it up to level. Now I'm a big fan of these style of lawnmowers, because they are a real hardy machine, and if looked after, they last an absolute age. Now you can buy these brand new, about £2 now. You can get a decent one in good condition anywhere online for around about anywhere between £200 to £800. A half sensible one that has been looked after and serviced, I'd be expecting to pay around about the £400 to £600 mark. But you can buy these off of Facebook Marketplace at eBay, £200. 9 times out of 10, the reason they're being sold is because the driver's on the way out. And for someone to put this into a garage a workshop to have that done, a full gearbox rebuild or a gearbox replacement. The replacement cost you £400 just for the gearbox plus having it fitting. It's going to take about an hour of good solid work if the roller comes apart nicely. If it don't come apart nicely, it could be 2 hours plus the gearbox. If you're having it done a full rebuild, it's going to take the same amount of time to take the roller apart, and then the time on top to do the gearbox. It will be slightly cheaper because you get all the parts for around about 150 quid. But then you're paying someone to fully fit the gearbox properly and service it all up. The advantages are you can take the cover off of this front gearbox cover. It's a little tiny nut on top of the gearbox, but you can actually just take that off and then make sure your oil is okay. And the reason I put oil in here, a greasy oil in here, and not just oil, is that because they have like a big rubber O-ring, so to speak, around the gearbox. Sometimes they start to deteriorate, and your gearbox will leak oil. If it's got like a greasy oil in there, they don't tend to get past that seal very well. Away it goes. So, right, let's just test it out then. So it used to run. The rotor clutch used to work, but the gearbox didn't. On to choke. Fuel is turned on. This hasn't been run for about a year and a half. Okay. Cut out on its own. Let's get another choke. Probably wants a bit of fuel going up in that carb. That's better. Idling nice. Let's see if it shuts off. Shuts off good too. Okay, so we're happy with that. Let's not choke it now. Let's just have it on full throttle. Right, rotor clutch first. Drive. Lovely. So let's just get that warmed up now. I'm just trying to find the grass bag for that because it was inside my shed. There's got a bit of a rattle to it, and I think it's just the literally the grass flap. That's a Mountfield 414 grass box there, Mick. That's no good to us. Go on, Pip. I did have quite a few of these Lawnflight bags. There's one there. There's one. There's another. Got 2 or 3 here. Oh, there's one. Nice black one. That'll do. That'll look nice on there. A bit of a rattle. Yeah, that's better. It's just that noise there. Right, let's test the rotor clutch and the drive together. Oh. Right, so happy. The lawnmower's running as it should do. Not bad for a machine. I think I only paid about 40 quid for that. knowing that the drive had actually gone. So cheap enough machine, comes with about 7 different height adjustments on it. The blade's all been sharpened and balanced as well. It's got the grass bag. I've just painted the handles slightly as well, just to shine them up, because they were black originally, but just a bit pitted and what have you in places. I've got to do a new pull cord on it. I might just take the carb off just to double check the carb, just in case we've got a bit of gunk in the carb. But all runs, so super happy with it. So a machine that's been sat in my shed for about 1.5 years. Started no problem at all. New spark plug, new air filter, all changed. Blade sharpened and balanced. Gearbox fully rebuilt and greasy oiled as well, which does help them. And it lives to fight another day. So that's a good machine, that is. I like using these. What year is that? Does it say on here? 553 Pro 2014 machine. Aluminium deck so they don't rust. Really good machine. Really good machine. I love them. So super happy with that. So if you want to see a video on how to fully rebuild these gearboxes, I have a step-by-step video. I think it's a part 1, part 2, which I will link at the end of this video. And that will then, once you watch this video through, that will then show you where the other videos are for it. Now, so one of my videos was a fail, because I do like to show my fails too. All my videos aren't successes. When I took the gearbox off of one last time, it actually, the gearbox fractured, which can happen. So the next 2 videos I've done, I did a complete change, gearbox revamp, and got the machine up and running. So that actually is in a video, which you'll see at the end of this one. So just click on that, and you better watch that one step by step through. I would say, as a difficulty task to do the gearbox, as long as you've got relatively all the tools, you're going to want circlip pliers, you're going to want a 10mm, you're going to want a 17mm spanner, you're going to want a 13mm spanner, socket sets and what have you. You're going to want the right bearings for it. The bearings information you can find, when you take the old bearings out, it'll be written on the bearing what actual bearings you need. On the old bearing. You might want a bearing puller. You don't always need them for these. A decent bar can just jimmy them out, and go from there. So you don't need an excessive amount of tools. You just need some. What's my dog chewing? You just need some, and you should be. Stop digging holes in my lawn, Pip. Just want some tools, and you better do what you want to do. So yeah, quick little video there. I've just wanted to test this one, which is now up and running, and I might get this one sold actually. I'm going to use it for a little while on my lawn, just to tidy my lawn up, just to get a good run for about an hour, and then yeah, bump it out. Nice mower for someone for the season. Definitely a professional grade machine. So the good thing I like about these Hondas is the gearboxes are fully rebuildable, not like the general transmissions ones which you get out of B&Q and what have you. You can't repair those. With these gearboxes, the parts are still available and you can fully rebuild them. I've got loads of spares for them as well. So what I generally do is for gearbox that come off the other one, I will start to rebuild that, and then when one comes in, I've got another one here that needs doing, I can literally just take that gearbox out, put another one in, that give me another one done. So yeah, there's another one just sat there just now doing nothing. That might have to go on the bench very, very soon. I've got another one down there, and I've got 2 or 3 just behind here as well, which need redoing as well. So yeah, super happy. So a quick little video for you there on, again, proof in the pudding sort of video, making sure that these do work. I've had one before where I've rebuilt a gearbox, and because I didn't line up the arm correctly on the gearbox, the 2 tiny dots to line them up. If you don't line them up, then you can do all that work and you try the drive and the drive don't work. I've had that before, and the holes will come back out again to move the arm. So difficulty level on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it? It's probably a good 6.5 to 7. That's how difficult it is, but it's not unachievable. You know, as long as you just take photographs and do, you know, little diagrams of where stuff goes, which way around it is, make sure you catalogue it, you'll have no problem at all. I've got faith in you guys and girls. You can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. So there you go, quick little video on this 553 Pro lawnmower, which has now had full service and new gearbox, fully refurbished as well. So the gearbox technically is brand new. That'd be good to go. So there you go, quick little video for you on Micks Mowers and Mower Man. Don't forget to check out the video just coming in a minute, which will show you the how to change the gearboxes over and how to revamp them. I'll give a little video on how to do that, and just click that link and that take it off over there. So there you go, quick video for you. I'll catch you girls and guys next time, Micks Mowers and Mower Man. I'm off to go and do a Steel 020T exhaust change, so keep a look out for that video. It'll be coming out very, very soon.